See the show tonight, and there's a light on.
Ding, ding, ding,
Heavy
ding, 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 ding,
glow.
ding.
By the way, I tried to say I'd be there, waiting for now.
I'm gonna sing something
Underneath
ready the
the
mark.
marquee. Oh, down, 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 down. Steak knife. Can't job. I don't know the words. Boo cut. It's getting Netflix. You're such a little DJ. Get that quick. My streak with another freeway. Turn that trick to make a little leeway. Beat them. There's not way one in Dogtown. Not bad. Rib cage. Soft tail. The chorus standing in line to see the show tonight, and there's a light on. Heavy glow. By the way, I tried to say I'll be there. Waiting for... Oh, I love that song. I forgot about that one.
Wonderful. What a treat for everyone. I just realised anyone watching on YouTube can see all my dirty washing in the
Oh, no, I've just seen...
basket. Oh, no. It's unfair.
So what's different about... Where's your tank?
Where's Banjo? Where's Banjo gone?
What's happened? You couldn't cope. You couldn't commit. What's going on? Did you flush him down the toilet?
Banjo has been moved to the living room.
Oh, why is that? Was he smelling?
I just thought it'd be better for him, or her, or it.
Have you ever seen Matilda, the film?
Yes, I have seen Matilda the film.
Do you remember that bit where Miss Trunchbull's drinking from the big jug of water, and they put like a salamander in? Yeah, newt in there. I just imagine like Banjo appearing in like a jug of water and like crawling on your housemate Rob's face, but he doesn't know, and you're just there like trying to act all cool while his things clawing over his head. That'd be great.
That is how it would happen.
What larks? What larks? Have you trademarked the word larks yet?
You can't trademark the word lark.
What do you do? You write larks down on a postcard, then send it to yourself? Oh, copyright.
Copyright-based joke. Very strong.
Brilliant. I really don't know what we're going to talk about this week. Have you advertised us on
I am doing
social
it
media?
right now.
That's good. Yeah, right. I'm going to try and find one more Red Hot Chili Pepper song. Then I think we'll be ready to go. Right. I will get back to writing my review.
I've got a good topic we can start off with if you want.
Oh no.
If you're keen.
Wait, hold on, I've got another Red Hot Chili Pepper song from our teenage years that I'm sure you were well into. You probably guessed what it is.
My favourite is that we do a handheld gaming podcast and you think it's more important to sing along to Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Hey, didn't you see that guy? The guy who tweeted us 2 weeks ago said he missed the singing. So I think this is an important part of our weekly ritual.
I guess the singing is important.
Hey, oh, listen while I say, oh. I got your hey, oh. Now listen what I say, oh. You must know that one.
Come to decide to the things that I bite.
The lion.
When I get on, come but I
don't know what.
I'm gonna have to sacrifice. Come to believe in a better not feed. That's that one, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a bit in the middle where he goes, oh, and there's like dun 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 dun. Oh God, I love that song. It's weird how like that one album was probably their big one from the past 10 years. Like,
Stadium Arcadium.
Yeah, that album with Danny California, Hey Ho. Oh, what other songs are on there? Oh, Desolation Smile.
Storm in His Cup.
Yes. Oh,
it was a double album, wasn't it? It was a double album with was it like Mercury and Venus or something like that?
Mars and Jupiter, I think it was. It was something like that.
I will find out right now.
Find out. And then, but that was the big album from the past 10 years. Obviously, they had loads of hits before that.
Obviously, you forget it had Humpty Bump on it.
Oh, Humpty Bump! Oh, man, I love that one.
Humpty Bump was very cool.
Humpty Bump. I don't know the rest of the lyrics. Down, down, down.
Yeah, Jupiter and Mars they were. I had Ready Made, that was a good one. And Charlie. Charlie was really good.
Charlie's telling me why. Oh, there was that. She's only 18. That's a good one. I like those albums. They were good. Don't you think that Red Hot Chili Peppers have a lot of filler tracks on their albums?
Yeah,
A lot.
It's not all great, is it? Let's be
No,
honest.
the only good ones are the ones they release. Seriously, like, a lot of these songs on Stadium Arcadium are pretty tragic, to be honest. They're pretty bad and boring. But I will say Charlie is actually a really good one. I forgot about that one.
Yeah, I like Chili Peppers. You know, I think sometimes the album songs aren't bad, but I think the thing is they release a lot of singles, don't they?
They do. How many albums do you reckon they've got? That's a good question. How many albums?
605.
I think you're probably about 2 or 3 off the correct answer, but you must be close. Let's have a look. They have.
Don't tell me. Oh
my God! Look how many past members they have. Looking on Wikipedia, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 past members.
I'm guessing 11 albums.
Let's have a look. Should have discography at the bottom. Let's have a look what we have. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 albums.
One off.
Can you believe? No, Stadium Arcadium came out in 2006. The one after that was I'm With You in 2011. They haven't released one in 4 years. That's weird. That seems quite odd to me. But they had their last album actually had some really good songs. It's like something called Roses, the Monarchy of Roses. That's a good song. That's great.
None of them are great.
Monarchy of Roses, Monarchy of Roses. That was a good song. I'm looking at. It's got a little timeline here of their members. The 2 people. Here's a fun question for you. Which 2 members have been in there since the beginning?
It's and obviously it's Anthony. Anthony, whatever his name is, at the front.
Yeah.
Anthony, what's his surname?
Kiedis.
Anthony Kiedis. And it's not the drummer, and it's not John Frusciante. It's Flea.
Flea Wannabe, yeah.
Because John Frusciante recently left, and Chad Smith joined after like album number 2, didn't he?
Yeah.
After someone died, or I can't remember.
Been there since 1989. John Frusciante, he was with them from 1989 to 93. Then he left and came back in 99, and then left in 2010. They've currently got Josh Klinkhofer, who's their guitarist now. But yeah, that's not bad. 2 members being there since the beginning. That's impressive. They've been around a long time. I'd love to see them live. Do you remember the song All Around the World? I just love that one.
I like Chili Peppers a lot, but I think if you saw them live, you'd find them a bit not let down, but like I feel like they'd be quite old, and then you'd be like, "Oh man, what happened?"
They are very old, like 50, aren't they? They must be nearing 60, surely. I mean, they get around like 25 years.
Not sure.
Love that song. All around the world, we can make time. A Robin and the Storm because I'm in my prime.
I don't really know that one very well, to be honest.
Oh, that was what about Dream of Californication?
And of course I know that one.
Dream of Californication.
Down, but down, baba down.
Can't stop addicted to the shindig. Da 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 da. Anyway, now here's a good song. I like this one by Red Hot Chili Peppers. Ready for it?
No, that's not Chili Peppers, you liar. That's System of a Down, isn't it?
That's not. It's not Chili Peppers. Not that. Wait for it.
Wake up! Wake up!
Wake up! Wake up! You want to?
Yeah. Well, this is great. Do you want to talk? Are we? Is this just how everything's going to be?
I don't think you trust in my.
I've got actual news and discussion, and you've just done 10 minutes of like 90s grunt.
Self-righteous suicide. I cry when angels deserve to die. Wake up, wake up. Oh, tune. The toxicity of our cities. Love it.
Cities. So, Colin.
Hi, Chris.
Welcome, everyone, to Heroes of Handheld episode 18.
No, I'm not recording. I've just got the post and pre-show audio. Now it's time to actually...
You're the worst.
Oh, you're the worst. Right, okay, let's go. Go.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 83 of Heroes of Handheld.
Are you yawning in the intro? Are you honestly yawning? We've not even started yet.
Hello, welcome to episode 83 of Heroes of Handheld. Nailed it, mate. You wouldn't have even noticed. This is the Incense premium podcast dedicated to all things handheld gaming. My name is Chris. I'm joined by Colin. Colin, say hello.
Hello.
This week is going to be a funny one because we're recording on a Sunday because of various things that are happening next week. Means that blah blah blah. You don't care about that stuff. What you do care about is topics and news, of which there isn't a great deal, but we'll still have some fun along the way. If you're watching us on YouTube, hello, thank you for tuning in. Or if you're catching up with us on YouTube kind of after the event, then that's also cool. Or if you're listening on iTunes, Stitcher, or any of the other platforms where you can enjoy our weekly program dedicated to all things handheld gaming.
Yeah.
Bam. So,
hey, a quick question, Chris.
Go on.
A bit of technical behind the scenes. How do you actually find the link for the Google video, the YouTube vid?
Well, Colin, it's quite simple.
How?
You go to YouTube and find the Heroes of Handheld channel, and then you go on their live video stream.
You know what I really need to do?
Go on.
Wake up! Wake up! Anyway, Heroes. Anyway, hi everybody. Welcome along to a Sunday edition of the podcast. The next hour or so is going to pretty much only consist of Chris trying to hurry things along because he wants to get to bed, which is pretty much what happens, during every single episode. So nothing new there. But we're also going to talk about some handheld gaming stuff. Oh, I found the YouTube page. It's the thumbnail for the YouTube video, the live stream we're doing now. The thumbnail is me with my eyes closed. It looks like I'm not going to lie. It looks like I'm pleasuring myself. I'm not going to lie.
But let's be honest.
Let's be honest here. Right, I am going to copy the link here, and we're also, whilst I'm doing this, welcome along. Now, the first thing I wanted to talk about this week, Chris. Firstly, welcome back to the podcast. Welcome back to Heroes of Handheld. We did miss you last week.
Yeah, it was sad. But you did a cracking job.
Thank you. I cracked off on the job. Anyway, right. So now I could really do without recording the episode this evening, Chris. Do you want to know why? Of course you do. Of course you do. Basically, I am in the middle of writing a review for a video game I've been playing on my PlayStation Vita.
Yeah.
I've been playing, I can't even remember the name, S.T.E.A.M Plus, whatever it is. It's a JRPG, it came out in Japan 2 years ago, and now it's made its way on the Vita, blah, blah, blah. And it's the first JRPG I've ever played. I put a whole month of my life into this game. I played it, I'd say, on average, every single day for a month. I invested so much time into this game. I wanted to fully experience the world of JRPGs. I wanted to fully embrace the whole...
How many hours a day are you doing?
I would say, on average, probably about 45 minutes a day. But you think if that's every day over a month, that's a lot of hours, Chris. Come on. Come on.
Yeah, that's a lot. You're spending a lot of time on it.
No, Chris, I was spending a lot of time on it. This is the point I'm trying to get to here. I invested so much time and my life. I put all my energy into this game, and because I felt I needed to, because JRPGs are so rich in content. I've heard so many good things from other Vita players saying, well, specifically the Persona 4 Golden, whatever, being a fantastic example. So I thought, JRPGs have got such a good reputation. I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to jump in head first. I'm going to experience it, and I'm going to write my review on it. So I put I'm not going to bore you about the game. It's a good game. But I put a whole month into this game. And do you know what I didn't realise, Chris?
Go on.
In this game, without going into any detail, the whole point of it is you have to try and save your sister who's been spirited away.
Oh no, what's happened to her?
She played with some flowers and then died, basically. That's what I came to the conclusion. Does spirited away even mean death? I don't know. Or what I can get.
You're the one playing the game, mate. You should know.
Well, it was not explained. It starts off and she's like a ghost, but they say she's dead, but they've got a grave for her, but she's not actually dead. She's spirited away. I don't get it. And all I could gather is that she was playing with some flowers. They became a bit shiny, and then she died, basically. But they never found her body, and it's just her spirit. It's weird. Anyway, so the whole point of the game is to find out why your sister's spirited away, what's happened to her, and try and get her back. What I didn't realise in the game, there's time. Obviously, like time goes.
Yeah, time exists.
Yeah, day and night. Days go by. I didn't realise there was a 3-year in-game 3-year limit to trying to find your sister.
Right.
I didn't realise this until a few days
ago. Oh
no,
you didn't outlast the limit, did you?
A few days ago, I was halfway through a mission. In a JRPG, I've learned there's a lot of side missions. For example, I have to take loaves of bread or gallons of butter to happy townsfolk who need your help, and you get rewarded for it. And I was in the middle of doing this, and I was trying to rank up, get experience points, level up, become as strong as I could before I could fully face the evils that were awaiting me, and trying to get my sister back. And then I was halfway through a mission, the screen all goes black. I'm transported back to where I started, and then there's a minute cut screen, and I don't really want to spoil this. Basically, skipping over the little story element that happened, a big screen, a screen came up and some writing said, your character couldn't rescue her sister in the time limit, but she wished she had. And then it ended, and then the credits rolled, and then it deleted all my save data.
No, it didn't.
It did. It deleted.
It delete everything.
It deleted everything.
I'm
so
incredible.
Pissed. So pissed. But then again, it's probably my.
Oh my god, that's so good.
I put so much effort into this game. I'm currently writing a review for it. So I'm already heading towards 2 full A4 pages of review on this. So much to say on it, and I'm just saying I don't want to play. But do all JRPGs have time limits? Is this something that's?
I can't believe that it wipes your save.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know. But then again, why would you want to keep it? Because if you've gone over the time limit, you can't go back into that game, can you?
Yeah, but unless it like default to half an hour before or something.
Yeah, but I don't know. But yeah. So I just wanted to start on that note there because I was very sad. I was very sad about this, Chris. But what I'm not sad about is one of our good friends on Twitter has sent us some screenshots of the game that we are all looking forward to. I can't remember the name of it, but do you remember that game, that RPG game where you play as a pigeon and you're a detective?
Oh, no, I can't. It's Vita, mate. It's your jurisdiction.
But our boy on Twitter, he sent me some screenshots from it, and it's just absolutely marvelous, Chris. There's a pigeon wearing a hat. There's like a chicken wearing an overcoat. It's just fantastic, Chris, and I really can't wait.
Yeah.
And then the names of them are great. Like one of them is called Sparrowson. One of them is called Croico. I love it, Chris. So I'm looking forward to that.
I can see why.
I can see clearly now. Anyway, so
as long as it doesn't delete your save again. Oh man, that must be so upsetting.
It was very upsetting, and I just thought, why did I even bother? Why? I just don't get it. I just don't know how people could have finished it in under 3 years in game. I just don't get it, Chris. I don't get it. So yeah, I was pretty annoyed this week playing that, but I am excited and rejuvenated because what's the date today?
It's the 8th, so 48 hours.
48 hours, Chris. What's coming?
Hotline Miami 2, mate. 2 days time.
Down.
I'm so excited for this.
Down. I cannot wait. Hotline Miami 2, the game we've been looking forward to for, I'd say, about a year now. well over a year. It's finally arriving on the 10th of March. Can't bloody wait. So excited. That's going to be a first day play for me.
I'm gonna blow the dust off my Vita and give that a crack. I think.
Ah, why is your
That's
Vita
the
covered
plan.
in dust?
Because someone won't play Minecraft when I'm available.
Do you remember a few days ago when you asked everyone to play Minecraft, and I said, "Yeah, let's play Minecraft at this time," and you didn't reply? Do you remember that?
Shall I do some news?
I like how you're avoiding the question because you didn't
Yep.
reply.
So, Colin,
Because you're mean. Anyway.
do you want to do? I've got a good a topic we can end on, but let me get my news bits out of the way first, and we'll do all that. So first of all, Codename S.T.E.A.M, which some places are the demo is out and some places are playing for review at the moment, been announced this week. I think you're going to be keen on this. The voice of Abraham Lincoln comes from none other than Wheaton.
Wheaton? Yeah, I told
Off
it.
of
Big Bang Theory.
Star Trek and tabletop and various interesting things, and also I guess Big Bang Theory as well. It's quite cool. I think he'll be quite an interesting Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, he's got. I don't know. Is his voice really powerful enough to portray Abraham Lincoln? That is the only fear I would have, Chris.
I don't know. I think he'll be very good. I think he's really cool actually. I think he's a very savvy guy, and I think he's got very good acting chops.
Chops. I never really understood that saying. Chops.
No, it's a weird one, isn't it? Acting chops. Yeah, but it's quite exciting.
Yeah, what's that for again? What was the game? Oh, it's
called Codename
yeah,
S.T.E.A.M.
Codename S.T.E.A.M. Of course it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember this.
And it comes out very soon.
Cool. That's like you've been excited for that for a while, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm personally excited. It should be interesting.
It should be interesting. Isn't that the game that has like the crazy good graphics?
They're okay.
What was the game you said that has like groundbreaking graphics?
I think that was Ironfall.
Yeah, that was it. Ironfall. That's my favourite game about Nazis living on the moon. Oh wait, sorry, wrong thing. Sorry.
Yeah, wrong thing. More news from Chris. Legend of Zelda DLC is coming to Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. It's a free DLC pack. It contains Link's sword, shield, and bow. Loads of quests, 14 quests, 11 new weapons, the Hero of Time gear, loads of other bits and bobs. And there's also other crossover things, including Devil May Cry, Sonic the Hedgehog armor, and which I think I missed, and Metroid armor as well. This is the first free DLC, and they said they're going to be doing Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate DLC every month, which is very exciting. So watch this space for more. I can't remember actually when it comes out or if it's already out, but it's very cool. So keep your eye peeled.
Keep your eyes peeled, like a banana. Keep them peeled.
Good one.
Good one. What have you been playing on your 3DS lately, Chris?
Smash a little bit. I don't know. I haven't been playing it a great deal. Sorry, I'm just looking at it now. I've played a little bit of Smash. I'm still playing Gunman Clive, which is still an excellent game. Yeah, I'm dabbling. Most of my free gaming time has been on the Wii U recently, to be honest. I'm playing Earthbound at the moment. Which is very good.
Actually, I had another go on the Wii U again. I went to a game store last week and I had to go on the Wii U again. You know, they are very. I was playing a bit of Mario Kart on there, and it is very fun.
Yeah, it's incredible.
For such a big, tablet thing, it feels nice in your hands. You know, it seems to fit nicely. I don't know. I mean, do you play when you play Mario or whatever? Whenever you play any games on your Wii U, do you use the tablet at all?
Sometimes I used to use it for. Don't use it for Smash anymore because I got the Pro controller, which is a bit.
Oh yeah, isn't that like
more compact?
That's an Xbox 360 rip-off, isn't it?
They all look very similar, yeah. Where like I like the tablet, but it's too. Obviously, it's quite chunky and quite heavy, so it's not very comfortable for like long time game sessions. I used to use it for Wind Waker, though. It was good for that, and I'm using it for Earthbound at the moment, which is good.
That's cool. There's so many games I want to play at the moment. I'm very. I really want to get a next gen console, Chris.
Yeah.
The time is. I mean, Arkham Knights. I want to play so bad after seeing that trailer last week.
It's weird. Like I'm not even tempted. I was at one point quite tempted by a PS4, and now I'm just nowhere near tempted.
Because you got a Wii
I don't
U.
really. Well, it's kind of don't have the time, and it's also like it's a lot of money to spend for like a couple of games I'll enjoy.
Mm. Yeah, it's a shame. Like, I don't know. It's a shame that you can't rent a console and then play it and then return the console. Can you imagine if they did that, like
Yeah.
renting consoles? That'd be awesome. Yeah, I mean, yeah, as much as I say I really want to play Batman Arkham Knight, when when I really think about it, do I really want to drop that amount of money just for one game? Really?
It's a lot. It's a lot to sink for like a single title, and the tipping. Obviously, like it's a tipping point thing, isn't it? Eventually, there'll be enough games where it's like, oh, I should probably invest in that. But it's finding the time to do them both, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean,
Like
say if there was any game like that would make you buy a next gen console. If say like a game was exclusive to the PS4, what would the game have to be for you to buy it? To buy a PS4, what would the game be?
it would be Fallout 4.
Fallout 4?
Fallout 4. Fallout is like I think I would buy a console just for Fallout.
Really?
Yeah, because I thought Dragon Age would be that game, but actually I'm looking at reviews and stuff. Like obviously it reviewed really well, but like it doesn't look like it's the game for me.
I've never played a Dragon Age game. I always thought they were a bit of a joke.
Really, the only other alternative is Brink 2.
Oh, pre-order, mate. Limited edition statue, great, with a little flag. Oh, did you get a flag? Did you get a flag with the Brink pre-order? Was it just a statue?
Why don't you do some news, Colin?
You're supposed to ask me what game would make me buy a next-gen console.
Oh, all right then. That question.
What's the question, Chris?
What game would make you buy a next-gen console?
Now that is a great question, and I'm glad you asked it, Chris. If a game was exclusive to either the PS4 or Xbox One, what the game would be? Mass Effect 4.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
If that was exclusive to one of the, I don't think it will be. I think it might be exclusive to next-gen consoles, but well, it probably most likely will be. But if say like it was an exclusive to Xbox One or PS4, literally wouldn't even think about it. I would buy it. I need Mass Effect 4 in my life, especially on next gen. It'll be amazing. I was looking online actually earlier because it's gone a bit quiet on the whole Mass Effect front. About a year ago,
hasn't it? There was nothing at any of the like conferences on. It's just kind of like it's been a slow, quiet death.
Yeah. Well, they've been working on it for quite a while now, but someone made the point like what they should do to keep fans occupied until it's it's actually released is release like a remastered version of all three of them.
Yeah, I think that's coming.
That would be so good. I would definitely probably buy that. It'd be amazing. With all the DLC as well. That'd be awesome. There's some really good, in Mass Effect 2 especially, there's some really good DLC. I haven't actually played all of the DLC. There's one called, I think, Lefarian, which I think added a lot to the...
Yeah.
I was at the third one, but it added a lot to the story. Like, it added a lot of content to the ending that people weren't satisfied with.
I like the Shadow Broker mission.
Yes, that was a good one. I love that when you go flying through the whatever the world was called to chase that person, and whilst you're doing it, Lara's like making sarcastic comments about how bad you're driving. It's great. Yeah, Mass Effect 4 is good. Anyway, so I've not really got any news this week. Last week I mentioned PlayStation Plus for March. We've got Counter Spy and Ollie Ollie 2, which is pretty good. Counter Spy I've wanted to play for a while. One day I'll get around to it. But the only two real bits of news, I've got one thing from, it's not even really specifically Vita news, but I think I'll talk about this first. It's from the I think it's the Game Development Conference, GDC,
yeah.
2015. Now, not really that much news worthy of discussion, but one thing that caught my eye is NVidia, how do you say it, NVidia? NVidia.
Yeah.
NVidia Shield got on stage and revealed a console. and supposedly this console is going to complete the Shield lineup of gaming hardware, because you know they've got that tablet. They've had quite a few things, but we've had a few people email in and tweet us before, like saying, why don't we talk more about NVidia Shield? Because obviously it's handheld gaming, you play Android games, things like that. But the problem is, there's not really. I don't even know if you can buy it over here in Europe or in the UK. Can you? I don't know. I think you can buy the tablet, but it's not been literally. If these people hadn't contacted us, I would never even heard of NVidia Shield. Seriously, there's been no advertisement for it whatsoever. I don't know how well it's selling over here. I doubt it's very well. But this was announced at GDC. Console, it looks very nice. It looks very similar. The color scheme makes me think of the original Xbox. Actually, the controller looks very. Well, actually, it probably is. Actually, it looks like an Xbox controller. It probably is. This console from NVIDIA. It's powered by state-of-the-art Tegra X1, which is supposed to be really good. It has 50 blockbuster PC titles ported to it at launch, and it can stream PC games via NVIDIA Grid service. It can run Android games, and it's only $199, which I believe is about £130, which isn't bad. And it streams at 1080p and 60 frames per second. It can do 4K video playback. It looks really cool. I mean, there's been a few examples of companies trying to do this before. I mean, the one example I can think of is the Ouya, if you remember that thing. That was funded through Kickstarter.
Ouya.
And that completely bombed. I think that could only play Android games on there, and it was very flimsy. The controller wasn't very good for that, but this looks really interesting. And there's there's cloud gaming as well. Again, playing from the cloud, which is me and Chris were discussing it before we went on there. I mean, people have said like Sony. This is very similar to Sony's PS Now service of streaming games.
Yeah.
I think I've just quickly researched this. I think. Is it Gaikai? I know you were talking about
Gaikai. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is powered through Gaikai technology. Ugh.
You okay?
I can't. It's so hard to say. Or maybe that's just done through Sony. But I mean, this whole streaming, like cloud gaming, is something that Sony's doing with PS Now. So obviously there's competition there. But this is PC gaming on a console in your living room, which, I'm someone who doesn't really do PC gaming. I've never really, done it. I know Chris has dabbled a bit in Hotline Miami, and there was that online game.
I play a few things on my PC, but not as much as I do it on my other bits and bobs.
Didn't you buy a laptop specifically to play games?
No.
I swear you did. You bought one that could power games better or something like that. And you were playing. What was that game you were playing? Like the MMO.
Dota.
Yes, that sounds right. I think. I mean, a lot of companies are fighting for streaming. Having these set-top boxes. Obviously, it's Google Chrome, Apple TV, Amazon has their own thing. I can't remember what it's called. The Fire, maybe what it's called. So there's competition here, but yeah, I just wanted to quickly mention this device and console from NVIDIA Shield. I mean, people are saying, is it going to revolutionize gaming? Is it? I don't know. It's very. I mean, the best thing about this is how cheap it is.
Yeah, that is a good price. But then, it's a lot for an Android. I don't know.
But what people are saying, with the PC games it can stream, there's one game it can stream which people are literally jizzing themselves over because it's a really massive game. That's you have to have a really high-end PC to be able to play it, and that's Crisis Free. That's going to be available from launch, which really is quite impressive. It can handle titles like Doom 3, Resident Evil 5, and Borderlands the pre-sequel. So it's got some good games here. I'm sure we'll get more information, in the next few days on this console. But I'm actually, if it retails over here for 130 quid, that's pretty darn good. But yeah, I guess we just wait and see. I don't know if there's a release date yet. Let me just quickly do Command Find. Let's see if I can find a release date here. No, there's no release date here. But yeah, so could this change gaming? Could it change PC gaming? Could it revolutionise, Chris? We wait and see. And will NVidia Shield finally get some more recognition over here in the UK? Because that would sure be nice. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say. And aside from that, I've got one more piece of news, and I'm just going to completely hand over to Chris and let him take the reins. It's a quote from is it Yoshida?
Yes, your boy.
Yoshida? My boy Yoshida. Shuhei Yoshida. It's just a quote he said. He was saying that PSN is attacked literally every day, which I thought was really interesting. His actual quote was, "We're always working against these attacks. Actually, an attack happens every day, literally every day. Some days are bigger and some days are smaller. Some days they devise new means, new ways. It's like cat and mouse. We have a partner company we work with, and we always update the new ways the attacker might deploy, so it is a constant battle." So people are always trying to hack PSN. It's probably the same with Microsoft and Xbox Live as well. We remember the whole, over Christmas this year when PSN went down, Xbox Live went down as well, and Sony offered a discount, didn't they, on the store? They offered like a 10% discount.
Yeah, it was like a 10% weekend, wasn't it?
So yeah, I just thought it was interesting that Yoshida came out and said that they're constantly battling against attackers and hackers, but I guess we shouldn't really be too surprised about this.
Yeah, it's not the biggest surprise, is it?
No, and yeah, that's all I have to say. So I'm just gonna go to bed now.
Wow, done. I've got two little bits. And then I want us to tackle a topic, but I think it's something that we can think about for next week as well as doing now.
Homework, yeah.
So if you're in America, North America, the States, and you want to have a special Anouma Mii, obviously Anouma is a bigwig at Nintendo, then go to our website, heroesofhandheld.com, where you can find a tweet embedded that you can just scan. It's from a guy on Twitter, 64. So well done, Wario64, for putting that up. And if you've got Shovel Knight and you're keen on it, then good news. A free expansion pack is coming out called Plague of Shadows. In the Shovel Knight Plague of Shadows, you play as the Plague Knight, who is the villainous master of alchemy and a quest on his own. You have to do all sorts of interesting things to try and make a potion called Serum Supernus. And there's all sorts going on. Like it's more of the same, but with a slightly different spin. And if you like Shovel Knight, then keep your eyes peeled because this expansion is coming Q2 2050, anytime from now until June, I suppose.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, it's cool. It's nice. It looks really cool. I'll embed it on the website so you can have a look at it because it looks really funny. Yeah, and really good. But Colin,
wait, stop. Stop.
Go on.
My recording's gone weird. Just bear with. Let me see what's happened here. What?
If you're watching on YouTube, Colin is fiddling with the editing, but we're still here. I'm just on Facebook chat, hanging out, chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool.
Oh my god, it's just not recorded like the past 10 minutes. You fucking kidding me?
Oh my god.
Fucking kidding me? Why has it done that?
Oh my god. Just use your Google Plus audio, mate.
I'm not doing that. I don't know how to do it.
Great. Well, what are you going to do now then, bigwig? Captain.
I'm just trying to think. I'm trying to see what we're talking about.
Captain Studio Manager. Let's see what you can pull. This is fun. If you're watching on YouTube, I hope you're having a lovely day. And if you manage to get this far, then the best is yet to come, because we're about to do a very interesting talk about International Women's Day, which we'll be doing in a bit. Thanks for bearing with us. Basically, there's no way to pause the output without ending the video, so there are just these long bits of silence whilst Colin does various tech stuff. But thank you for listening and for watching. And if you do watch us on YouTube, why not tweet us about it at Handheld Podcast, and let us know that that's how you found the show. And if you sit down and watch us every week, then thank you and good on you. And if not, then you won't be seeing this. But if you are seeing this, then that means you've watched this far, which is quite
Right,
exciting.
we're gonna have to start again from when I started my news. Sorry, fuck's sake. Last thing it's recorded is when I said to you, "Well, Chris, why didn't you ask me the question about what would make me buy a next gen console?" That's the
So
last bit.
have I done mine? Okay, well, what did you just do?
The first thing you said. What news have you done? What have you done?
Legend of Zelda DLC
What
and
else?
something else. What's the other
Did
thing I
you do
did?
something about Codename S.T.E.A.M?
Yeah, Will Wheaton.
Yeah, that's the only news I've got from you.
All right, we'll just do your bit really quick.
Oh, that's so annoying. Look, can you ask me now what would make you buy a next gen console?
Okay, Ray.
Yeah, go.
And Colin, what game would make you buy a next-gen console?
Well, Chris, I'm so glad you asked. I would say the game that would make me buy a next-gen console would have to be Mass Effect 4, because Mass Effect is a fantastic series and it's just, amazing. I'm sort of like a new fish when it comes to new fish is a weird one, but when it comes to Mass Effect, I only started playing it about a year and a half ago now. Played the first, second, and third one. Absolutely amazing. And if they can, well, obviously it's more than likely that Mass Effect 4 will just be next gen only. But if it was, if it was just going to be on one of them, so just on PS4 or just on Xbox One, I would literally buy the console, no questions asked. That game would be the tipping point for me, Christopher, because they're so good. And yeah, for any of those, for people who aren't watching the video and just listening to the audio, we had a bit of technical difficulties, so we're.
Well, I didn't have any technical difficulties. It was just Colin.
Well, here's the thing: like me and Chris were bantering for about 15 minutes and just realised that none of it's recorded. So we're going to quickly go back over what I've said and what we've said. So. Great. So there was lots of DLC for Mass Effect 4. We liked Shadow Broker DLC. That was fun. That was really good. Right, so I've got 2 bits of news.
Okay, Basham, do them quick, because if I was watching on YouTube, I'd be pretty pissed off at you by now.
I'm pissed off at myself, Chris. Right, so GDC's been happening. That's the Gamer Development Conference or whatever. Not much really in terms of PlayStation Vita news specifically. A few trailers, things like that, but nothing really excited about. But the one thing that I wanted to tackle and talk about was the news of the NVidia Shield console that has been unveiled. The thing about NVIDIA is we didn't really know much about it here at Heroes of Handheld Towers until we were emailed and tweeted about NVIDIA having a gaming tablet and it being a good addition to the handheld gaming market, because obviously we normally just focus on Vita and 3DS, and people were wondering why we weren't talking about NVIDIA, because they're also in the handheld gaming market. But now this really has caught my attention because the NVIDIA Shield console looks like, well, it wants to revolutionize gaming. It's only going to cost $199, which is about £130. And it's going to have 3D graphics, seamless cloud game streaming at 1080p and 60 frames per second. Also, 4K video playback. Amazing, Chris. Just amazing.
That's cool.
Act as if you've not heard that and be excited.
That's amazing, Colin. What a piece of new information.
That is great information, Chris. And it's also going to be, from launch, there'll be 50 PC games you'll be able to play on it. Some examples are going to be Resident Evil 5, Borderlands, the pre-sequel, and the most impressive one, Chris, because it's a beast to run on a high-end PC anyway, is Crysis 3.
Hooray!
Yes! You can also play Android games on it. It's similar to the Ouya, which was funded through Kickstarter a few years ago now. But the that's really hard to say. The Ouya sort of bombed a little bit because no one bought it, and it was a piece of crap, basically. But this is very exciting, this console. They're saying it could, revolutionize gaming, but will it? We wait and see. they've got their own service as well. They're streaming, things like that. It's all very exciting. Not going to go into the details. But it can play PC games. So PC gaming being brought into the living room again. This is something that's, especially for someone like me, I don't really... I've never really been a big PC gamer because I've never had a good PC to play games on. I know Chris is more of a PC gamer than me. He's played Hotline Miami, he plays Dota as well. You bought a whole laptop based on the fact that you wanted to play Dota. I remember.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I saw a picture of you on, I think it was Instagram actually, where you were in a sofa in a blanket with headphones on, wearing a dressing gown. Like you had like a chair that was leant back, you had a little table, you were playing Dota. It was great. It was really was fun to see.
No comment.
That was great. So yeah, the NVIDIA Shield console is coming soon, and it's very exciting. Probably sort of similar to the PS TV, but it doesn't stream PC games. Just saying. We went into a bit more detail in the last edit of the podcast, but because we're in a rush now, we're not going to do that this time, are we? So we're just going to brush over it. But the other piece of news I had was about Yoshida, Shuhei Yoshida. I think that's how you say it. The big man at Sony, basically. He came out and said that PSN is people attempt to attack PSN, the PlayStation Network, every single day. Some attacks are bigger, smaller than others, but it's always a constant battle to stop hackers and always trying to find out the new ways they're trying to hack the systems. We shouldn't really be too surprised about this because obviously there's arseholes out there who are always trying to hack different companies. I'm sure Xbox Live and Microsoft have the same issue. Yeah, it's just interesting to see that he came out and said this. What else was I going to say about that? But yeah, just saying it was very interesting that he came out and said it, and it's just a shame. Obviously, Sony and Microsoft Guard should be up more after the whole Christmas Day debacle when both Xbox Live and PS Network went down on Christmas Day, meaning all the little kiddies couldn't play Modern Warfare, Advanced Warfare, which was not Modern Warfare. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, which everyone was really sad about. But Sony came out and gave people a discount on games and things like that, so it was all good in the end. But Microsoft did not do that. So that's my two news, and now we can head over and hand over to Chris.
And handheld podcast over to Chris.
Yeah.
If you're in America and you fancy a Mr. Anouma Mii, then why not go to our website, heroesofhandheld.com, where you can find out how to do that. You just scan a QR code, which Wario64 has put up on Twitter, and we'll put a link so you can find it there. And Shovel is getting a free expansion pack in Q2 of 2015. It's called Plague of Shadows. You get to play as the Plague Knight, who is obviously very nefarious and very interesting. More of the same from the Shovel Knight team, but it's for free. And it's coming out on Wii U, 3DS, PS3, PS4, Vita, Xbox One, PC, Mac, and Linux. So keep your eyes peeled.
Of my life.
And it does look really cool. We'll put some. I'll embed some stuff on the website so you can see. Colin.
Hi.
I wish we had more time to do this. But never mind. Today is International Women's Day.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite lady video game character?
Oh.
Who do you think's the best?
Who is my favorite? Probably Coco from Crash Bandicoot. Crash Bandicoot's sister.
I literally can't believe you. Is that really what you're going for?
I was saying earlier about that JRPG and all the fun I had with that. The main protagonist in that, well, pretty much most of the main cast are females in that game.
Yeah.
And she's really cool. Very strong-willed woman, very smart. She's battling all these creatures. She can make things, potions, things like that. So that's pretty cool. Who else can I say? Lara Croft, Tomb Raider. That's a good one as well.
Lara Croft is a good shout. And you know why Lara Croft is a good shout?
Why?
Because she has got a very strong will. Bad things happen to Lara Croft a lot, and she sees them through. Like, people die in Tomb Raider all the time that she's pals with, and she just, like, she grieves for them, but she's kick-ass, and I respect that.
You haven't done a tweet whilst you're recording a podcast. Why Literally, I'm just
What's
looking on
wrong?
my Twitter feed. 5 minutes ago, when I was talking, Chris did a tweet, and it reads, "Spent lots of today catching up on Arrow. John Barrowman is the
Ah.
best." What's that got to do with anything handheld gaming? What
Um,
made you tweet that?
I didn't actually tweet that just now. I tweeted that earlier and scheduled it to come out this
Oh,
evening.
Chris, you're so meta. You're so
Um,
meta.
I think
Sorry.
for me, International Women's Day, surely it's got to be Samus. Samus is just the coolest, and like Samus sees some horrible stuff and just gets on with it, and I respect that. You know,
Yeah, who's Samus?
off of Metroid Prime, mate.
Right.
How can you not know who Samus is?
I'm just googling quickly. Samus. How do you spell Samus?
You're the worst. You are actually the
Oh, I've just
worst.
found a picture of Samus. Can I literally look on the
How can you not know who Samus is?
Chris? Go on the Google Doc. Oh, actually, don't. I can't bother to do it. Don't worry.
That's
Don't
all right.
worry.
But we would love to know your favourite female video game characters. Not in terms of weird, way, just in terms of who's cool, you know, who's kick-ass. I mean, I think Samus is, obviously very kick-ass.
Look on your Facebook, Chris. Click on that link. That's what I found when I searched Samus.
I'm just having a little mull. I'm trying to think of games I've played recently. Most of the games I've played recently have been like ambigendered, not ambigendered, but like, cartoon people, as it were. That aren't, not even cartoon people. Do you know what I mean? I
Princess
think
Peach.
playing as female Shepherd is pretty kick-ass as well. She's very cool.
Yeah.
But then that kind of depends on the excuse me, on the choices you make as well.
Yeah. She can be a right bitch.
Well, it depends what you do, can't you? She can also be like the savior of the universe, which is kind of cool. I mean, massive props to Isabella off of Dragon Age 2, the Pirate Queen.
Nice.
She's very cool. And what? Who? Why have you said that's not Samus?
I searched Samus Gaming, and that's the picture I found. Is that her?
No, that's not even a girl.
Very hairy.
Does the beard not give it away?
Well, I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
If you're confused, we'll embed this on WordPress so you can understand what the hell college just sent me. Anyway, but yeah, get in touch. Tweet us at Handheld Podcast. Who's your favorite lady of the games? It sounds weird when you say it like that, doesn't it?
I've already said I'm going for Lara Croft Tomb Raider.
Lara Croft is very cool.
Or Coco. To be fair, Coco from Crash Bandicoot, she was pretty good in Crash Team Racing. Her car was really fast.
She wasn't any good as compared to Polar Bear, though, was she? Polar Bear was.
The Polar Bear was slow, but he turned really well.
Well, the baby Polar Bear.
Hmm.
Slow.
The two big, the two best characters to be in Crash Team Racing were either Crash Bandicoot or Cortex, because all their specialities were sort of in the middle.
Yeah, they were neutral, weren't they?
Yeah, there was.
Tiny was quite good.
He was really fast, but his turning was shite.
Yeah, but it was worth it though. He was so fast.
Yeah. I used to like Dingo Dial.
Yeah, he was cool. Well, thank you very much for listening or watching Heroes of Handheld episode 83. Sorry for the technical glitch in the middle. You can blame Colin. You can tweet us at Handheld Podcast. Send us an email at heroesofhandheld@gmail.com. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Google Plus if you're still using Google Plus. And watch the show every week on YouTube. Colin, any closing thoughts or thank yous?
I'm just thinking, this time, when we next speak, Chris, we would have both played Hotline Miami 2.
Yeah.
Now that is a happy thought right there. I mean, the thought of violently, beating people up with baseball bats and chainsaws really does fill my heart with a warmth and really makes me happy, It really does.
I think you're going to be live tweeting your playing of Hotline Miami.
I think we both hashtag Hotline Miami. Hot My 2.
Hashtag Heroes of Hotline Miami.
Heroes of Hotline. Next week's episode, we should just call it like Hotline Miami, the podcast or something. Because that's all we're going to talk about.
So excited. Well, we should thank the Schnauzer Radio Orchestra. Their song Insert Coin comes from the album Music for a 1950s Video Game. And we use it every week on the program with permission. So thanks, chaps.
Yeah.
You're good eggs.
Go to heroesofhandheld.com and click the special thanks banner at the top, and then you'll be able to find details about his album. There's a nice little link that will take you through to his iTunes page where you can pay for his music, because that's the best thing to do. And the nice thing to do, really, because he's a good egg. He let us use his music, so why don't you reward him by paying to own it? Buy the whole album. The whole album is good.
Buy everything on iTunes.
Just buy everything. Just buy. What's that game that everyone plays? Clash of Titans. Download Clash of Titans and buy all the bloody coins in that. Why not? Buy all the DLC. Pay to win. Why not? Have you ever played Clash of Titans?
No.
Neither have I. I see adverts for it, and I always think, I don't know. The more adverts I see for it,
did you see the Liam Neeson advert?
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
That's really cool.
But I mean, the more adverts I see for it, the less I want to play it. It's really weird.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I don't know, sort of. But yeah.
Well, yeah, thanks for listening, for watching. We'll be back. We're not going to be back on Wednesday.
No, this is going to be released on Wednesday, Chris.
Oh, okay, but the video will be up now.
Yeah.
Special treat.
Special treat, behind the scenes.
And then, so we won't be back until like the 15th or something like that. A bit later, 17th. So watch this space.
Yeah. Yeah. It's sad times, but thank you for listening this week. I hope Chris enjoys the rest of his Christmas. I hope Chris enjoys the rest of his Sunday roast.
Yeah.
I hope you have some parsnips. I hope you have a lot of gravy.
Some roasted turnip, maybe.
I hope you have some treacle sponge for pudding.
Custard. Hot or cold? Hot or cold custard?
Well, it's got to be hot, surely.
It's got to be hot. Hot custard is the bomb.
Custard.
Cold custard on certain things, but...
Yeah, like something that's hot anyway, but I don't know. I know warm just feels right, you know? It just feels like the right way to go.
Okay.
Anyway, thank you for listening, everybody. We'll be back soon. Chris is going to bed now. I'm going to go cry into my JRPG game.
Yeah, have fun. Say wave bye to YouTube. Bye, YouTube.
Bye.